Hello again, this is Paul Gibson with the Academy of Trading and Investing. Our lesson today will be on fundamental analysis. This is lesson 4 from chapter 3 in Notes from a Profitable Investor. Hopefully you're studying along with that. There are many fundamental analysis tools on the internet. Here are just a few: MarketWatch.com, Motley Fool, Seeking Alpha, Zacks, and many others. Most of these are focused on active trading. Morningstar is considered to be the premier or best rated source for fundamental analysis. So let's take a look at Morningstar. Here's the home page. As you can see, we can get a lot of information for free. We can sign up here for free. If we do that, we'll be able to create watch lists that this website will save for us. We can also sign up for a premium subscription, which gives us even more in-depth information. But we can get a lot of information for free. Here on the home page, you can see there's a lot of articles that have been posted recently. We also get a market barometer for small cap, mid cap, and large cap stocks, value, core, and growth stocks. We see the U.S. market, mid cap, small cap. So let's go to markets over here and see what this page tells us. We get a little bit better detail here. As we scroll down, we can also see a breakdown of the different categories and a world map. We can also get a basic look at cyclical stocks, basic materials, consumer cyclicals, etc. We can look at active stocks and click on these different selections and get different sortings. Once again, we also have the news postings here, what's happening in the market. And over here we can see that we get earnings calendar, economic reports calendar, splits calendar, and additional information from other calendars. Moving on, if we go to topics, we see that there are a lot of different topics that Morningstar addresses. We could go to a sustainable investing, funds, ETFs, stocks, bonds. We could even look at our own portfolio if we wanted to create one. So let's go to the stocks tab. A lot of articles about stocks here today, and this changes periodically. We can also do some searches. There's some nice search tools here. I'm going to check on wide moat and undervalued stocks to see what comes up there. And this is the listing that came up. As you can see, this is sorted. If you're familiar with the Morningstar rating system, 5 stars means very undervalued. In other words, the stock is selling for less than its intrinsic value, what Morningstar calls its fair value. 4 stars means it's a little bit undervalued. 3 stars means it's about normally valued. 2 stars means it's a little bit overvalued. In other words, the stock price is a little bit high. 1 star means that the stock price is very high according to its intrinsic value. I think I'll choose a stock here. I'm going to sort by market 1-year return. This is the return on investment listed by the company. And I like this 5-star stock here, which I'm going to click on. It'll take me to the actual quote website for that stock. As you can see here, we have the quote for Equifax. Last trading price, last close. It's in the industrial sector, consulting services. It's a mid-core stock. Price ranges, lots of information. Once again, we can see that this is an undervalued stock. The 1-star price would be $459. The 5-star stock price would be $238, and we're lower than that. This is a description about what that company does. We could also click on the valuation factors or ratios for that company. We see price to sales, price to earnings, price to cash flow, price to book. A lot of those good ratios are what we call market multiples. We see the history of those market multiples over time. It also compares this stock to to the index, which would be the S&P 500 index. We can then click on dividends to see how the stock is paying. Well, we see that the dividend per share lately has been $1.56. We get some historical values here. In 2017, that dividend was upped from $1.32. We also can see the yield. As the stock prices have gone up, of course the yield goes down. But it's interesting perspective, don't you think? We can go to the next page and look at sustainability of this particular company. It gets a 25.71 ranking on a scale of 1 to 40. So severe sustainability, in other words, not good, to negligible sustainability, which is great. We have a little notice here that there's been a high controversy on consumer issues. We could probably check into that and see what's going on there. We could go to the news page, and once again we can get these latest news postings on Equifax. Do some comparisons. These news postings come in from different news media. This is Business Wire, this is PR Newswire, lots of different places to get news from about a particular stock. So a very comprehensive website attracting a lot of great information. We can also come back to the main page if we wanted to and see if it's time to buy that stock. We'll get into technical analysis, but you can see here I have a candlestick chart, 1 year period of time, Bollinger Bands, parabolic SAR. Scrolling down a little bit, I've included the fast stochastic and the MACD. This is telling me that this would have been a good time to buy back in here. This line is very interesting. It compares us with the S&P 500 index. There's the stock price. So this particular stock has outperformed the S&P significantly. So a lot of great information. I've also asked the chart to show me when earnings dates are and dividend dates are. So we can put in a lot of great tools by just looking at what the tools we want to see on this particular listing. If we wanted to, Morningstar also has a great service for giving us portfolio information. There's a tutorial video here that will show us how to set up a portfolio, but as I said before, Morningstar will keep track, if even with just a free membership, of stocks that we want to look at. We can have as many as 25 portfolios and as many as 50 stocks per portfolio. I'd suggest, if you're interested, to go ahead and take this tutorial, and it will show you how to create one for your investing research in the future. Once again, this is Paul Gibson with the Academy of Trading Investing. I think it's time to get ready to buy or sell, so we'll move into technical analysis in our next couple of lessons. So let's study up. Let's find some good companies. Let's start practicing today. Notes from a Profitable Investor is where we're getting our core information. It's available on Amazon.com. It's also on www.academyofti.org. There's a lot of great information, a lot more than what we've talked about today, including videos, articles, great news information. We just suggest that you get deeply involved before you start investing. We'll look forward to seeing you in our next lesson.